god. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Was it the white balance temperature that I messed with? Was it the saturation? I mean, like I can up the brightness again, but like look at how kind of like grainy and terrible it is now. I wasn't doing that before. Uh, yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll just keep going. Crap. Can I find QuickTime for Windows? Yes. Okay, we don't need to play the sample. We just need to get out of here and sort out playing this movie. Yes. Get out. Come on. Work with me here. Okay, DirectX. Oh, okay. I've already got DirectX v4. So, alright. Is that enough to run Puppet Motel, I wonder? Voyager... Puppet Motel. Not starting. Ah! Please place the Puppet Motel CD in the CD-ROM drive traffic. Bollocks. I knew... Okay. It's gonna be... It wants me to burn a CD. That's... Okay. Oh, wait. I think I've got some blank CDs here. Hang on. Blank CDs. Oh, like look at how gross the colors are now on the camera. I don't know what I did, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. All right. Plan B. What if it's just expecting the files to be in the root folder? Because like Director has no knowledge of what is and isn't a CD drive. Unless they're cheating and using an extension, but I'm hoping they're not doing that. We just need to move a few things. Okay. All right, and then we just try calling puppet.exe. Oh, different error. Requires you to set your monitor to 256 colors. Okay, we can do that. Props. Settings. 256 colors. Starting. Okay. Alright, new problem. I can't see the mouse cursor. Oh my god, how? Yeah, alright. I thought this was just like a weird thing that happened. I just thought this was a weird thing that was happening in like ScummVM, but apparently this is just. Oh my god. Oh, okay, you meant to type in a name and then enter, I guess. Alright. So we want to get into the. Okay, first of all, let's check out the violin. I want to see if the violin movement thing on real hardware, how that's meant to sound. Okay, so we'll check each of these. So if this it was like fast on the outer edge and then slower as you go to the left. Okay, that's working. Okay, so the dodgy performance there, that is accurate to the original. That's good. I won't lose too much sleep over it then. Okay, let's go back to the menu. Menu? Go back to menu. There's like a tiny silhouette of an electrical outlet that you need to click on in order to go back to the window. Go back to the menu. Okay, we want to pick this one, which is the pan stuff. Okay, it works fine. So then like the question, new question, why? Why does this fine on here? And yet it doesn't work on original Okay, I think I might have to make like a little director test movie. Okay, desktop time. So integer p is working as expected. There doesn't appear to be any override for volume. So we have to assume then that this so what is this? Okay, back volume. Right, and then the actual math that was going into this. Return, okay, so it's the number 255. Multiply by 255. Multiply by R1. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, okay. So we've got R1 comp, which is 255. We've got R1, which is this floating point number, which is determined by square root of 3754 multiplied by 2. Am I just fundamentally misunderstanding? The square root function doesn't return an integer, does it? I mean, that's nuts, but not the craziest thing I can think of. Put square root of 13. You've got to be kidding me. What? What? Square root of 353. Square root returns an integer. Is this documented? Did they put in the manual? Sorry, we know that like you like floating point numbers, but honestly, this is better. When number is a floating point number, the result is a floating point number. When number is an integer, the result is rounded to the nearest integer. Holy mother... Okay, well. I think we've solved the mystery then. Oh, that's insidious. It's real insidious. Okay, b square root. So we basically go if... Well, we may as well check some other types because I'm sure that it's just not limited to those two. So what if I go put square root of empty. Okay, that gets cast to a float. What about 3.3? Does that get cast to a float? It sure does. What about this? Okay, number expected. So it's the same rules, I think, as like float. Oh no, it's not the same rules as float. It's pickier. Because float is will pass through things it doesn't know about. But square root, on the other hand, no, it'll try and coerce it to a float, and if it doesn't work, then that has problems. Okay, great. So we go if D type wait, it said rounded. Rounded to the nearest integer. That's important. That is an important detail right there. So, so if we go back to our example of put square root of 3.3. That's actually not good enough. Let's try square root of 38. 38.0. Okay, 39.0. We're after something which rounds to a higher number. Oh my god, come on. 45. Okay, that should do it. So that should round to 7. It freaking rounds to 7. Okay, great. So they actually do they do a floating point calculation in the background. There's no optimization reason to do this. In fact, this is more expensive than just giving a raw square root. Great. Let's just workshop this out. So we'll just go square root D as float. Okay, does the integer rule happen? No, it's always... if you pass it in as a string, it always coerces to a float. And then all the other rules, if we go like cast 3. Oh, because I don't have a cast... Okay. Then it fails. Empty coerces to 0. So if I was to go and then we need need to go else if D type equals string. Okay, and then we basically have to go G lingo error. Attempt to coerce to float, else crash. Okay, there we go. We've got a better square root now. Oh my god, that one's on me. That one's on me for not looking at it going, what if square root returned an integer? That makes sense. That's a sane thing someone would design an API to do. Okay, there's like a text input box. It's just impossible to read. And that appears to be appears to be how it was originally designed, which is kind of cool. Okay.
The time is now 8 o'clock and 1 second p.m. The time is now 8 o'clock and 2 seconds p.m. The time is now 8 o'clock and 3 seconds p.m.
Okay, let's see if the panning works.
The time is now 8 o'clock and 1 second
Direct
p.m. The
resistance.
time is now 8 o'clock and 2 seconds p.m. The time is now 8 o'clock and 3 seconds p.m.
Close. Close. Alright, there's still some part of the math which it doesn't like. Doesn't like R1. But R1 should have returned... Like, we went to a bunch of effort to make R1 sane. Why is it having a sad now? What have we got? We've got square root. Crap, it's still returning a float? Don't return a float. Oh, wait, round returns a float, doesn't it? Oh, okay, fine. Perhaps that was down to me not kind of... Because, yeah, like, round... I think round returns a float. Anyway, it... Also, the fact that there's a sign-in page implies that there's some kind of saved progress, which I find it intriguing.
The time is now 8 o'clock and 1 second p.m. The time is now 8 o'clock and 2 seconds p.m. The time is now 8 o'clock and 3 seconds p.m.
They're reporting. Here are the questions. Is time long or is it wide? Here are the questions. Is time long? You know, I did an interview with John Cage and I spent...
Interesting. Okay, so... Let's just get that sound API.
You know, so here are the questions. Is time long or is it wide? The answers. Sometimes the answers just come in the mail. One day you get that letter you've been waiting
Well, the panning seems to be
for.
working.
It says is true. And then in the... So here are the questions.
Yeah, so the volume scales up
The answers. Sometimes the answers
with the
just come in
panning.
mail. You're walking and you don't always realize it, but you're always falling. With each step, you fall forward slightly and then catch yourself. You're walking and you don't always realize it, but you're walking. So now I did an interview with John Cage and I spent some time with this. So when they say things like you've got to do this by the book, you have to ask what book, because it would make a big difference if it was Dostoevsky and not just, something like I. Here are the questions. This time. So you're walking and you don't always realize it, but you're always falling. So I did an interview with John Cage. You're walking and you don't always You're walking and you don't always. So here are the questions. So here are the questions. Is time long or is it wide? The answers.
Ooh,
Sometimes the answers just come in the mail.
that looks incorrect.
That letter you've been waiting for forever, and everything it says is true. And then in the last line it says, burn this.
Well, I mean, okay. That masking at the end looked a bit off. But the audio sounds fine. The audio sounds better than fine. Alright, well... we're coming up on time, so I think I might have to leave it there. Whoop! Oh, here we go. Now we've got both. You can now see what's happening on the screen as well. But I think we're gonna have to leave it there. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, especially now that it's all dark. I'm gonna have to like, gonna have to figure out what happened to my camera now, why it's only choosing to display in like puke colors. But let's do a raid. Let's see who's on. Okay. Joggeresque is playing Final Doom TNT Evolution, so yeah. Oh, and appears to be cosplaying the Doom Marine, so yeah, let's go raid Joggeresque. But no, thanks again for watching. I will probably be back Monday doing more adventure game stuff. God, I wish yeah, it's so close to being done. It's so close to being done. I just need a few more pieces of art. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you guys very soon. As soon as I can find the button, because it's all dark. Oh, here it is.